Okay, so either market is giving us series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, higher lows, and then or maybe market is not, market is just moving sideways, not giving us highs or lows, just moving sideways, right? Or market is giving us one series of lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So basically, this is what market is doing overall. We're either seeing this, that's the bullish movement, right? Or we are seeing what? We are seeing the consolidations or the ranging markets. Either this or this or this, right? So this is what we are looking for in the market. So looking at the structure now. Now this is what we call textbook what? Textbook market structure. Textbook market structure. But then you can never like have a perfect structure like this on the charts unless things are going well in the market, right? Sometimes you have choppy market, sometimes you have what? You have a bullish market, right? You get. So now looking at gold charts on the weekly time frame now overall, we see that gold have been bullish overall, right? Except when it gives us what? It gives us a dump from here. It reacted from here, give us what? A pullback, and then reacted to a daily order block here, and then since then we'll be having what? We'll be having sales, but still the inner structure is kind of what? Bullish. Do you get? But the higher time frame is what? Is bearish. So the way the market is now is kind of tricky. The structural action is what? It's kind of tricky. Well, now let's say, okay, we have a bullish structure. We have this is the last break of structure for me, and after a break of structure, there's going to be what? There's going to be an origin that gives rise to that break of structure, which is this order block here, this weekly order block here, this weekly order block here. You get? So market gave us what? A reaction from this weekly order block. So if we are supposed to like a lower time frame of 1 hour now, we see what? A market structure shift. You get? So where the market is now. We had a break of structure. And then a high, and then a low, and then what? A high, and then a lower low that is lower. Then we had what? We have a lower structure what? A low, a higher time frame bullish, bearish structure. But then we know that overall, good has been bullish. In the short time, we can look for sales within this if we have what? If we get the confirmations for the sales. You get. Now let's go to the daily and look for more structures. Now see on the daily, you get. On daily we have a break of structure. We have another break of structure here. And then what? The origin that gives us to that break of structure. This origin here. But then, after market reacts from an origin, market is supposed to take out the liquidity, this liquidity here. But what this here happen? When we had this higher high, higher low, we're supposed to like have another higher high to give us what? Okay, we're in a bullish trend. You get? Market was supposed to take this liquidity level here. But what this here happened? Market instead reacted to this daily order block here. You see, market reacted here. Give us one. Market reacted to this daily order block here. Then instead of breaking this structure, market give us a lower low. See, a low, lower high, and then what? A lower low. But this lower low is currently at what? At a weekly order block. So when the market reacted from this weekly order block here, right? We had a structure shift, right? We had a structure shift. Yes, we had a structure shift. So we are anticipating that okay, since market is reacting from a weekly order block, we are waiting for market to actually come back to take out this liquidity eventually. But looking at the reactions of what the market is giving us, it's obvious that what market wants to what? Continue selling because we are currently at what? At a daily order block. Now, let's say, okay, markets gave us reactors from this weekly. Let's go to 4 hour. We can see that we had a structure shift on that 4 hour order block. You can see, add a structure shift on that 4 hour order block. Structure shift here, right? Structure shifts, then liquidity, and then points of interest. Market reacted to an order block here. And then since then, internally, we've been having what? Higher highs, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And then this is the last what? Higher high here. And what did you see happen? Market came back to an order block that was left empty and then reacted from that other block. Can you see it? Market reacted from that other block and even gave us what? A structure shift on the 4 hour time frame. You get? Market gave us a structure. After market reacted to this, it gave us what? A structure shift. Alright. And then what? Liquidity. And then somewhere around there, we have what? Our points of interest, somewhere around here. You get? So, and since then, after reacting from this, it buys, right? And then we had a structure shift again, like a big of structure, then liquidity, then what? 4 hour points of interest, which can be what? Which can also be what? A daily order block if you have to go to like a higher time frame of daily. Or if we are able to like get a body close below this zone, this level here, if you have a body close next to it, look, right now the market is not giving us so much information. So we just wait. If market is going to close like with a close below this zone, if you have a body close below this zone here, we then look forward. Market will reverse so a visible what points of interest, and we continue to short until what? Until this liquidity zone here gets taken out. Right? We target what? This liquidity zone. So we don't know. Currently, the market is not giving us what so much information. We don't know whether it's going to buy or it's going to sell. But we will get to know if this body, if a candlestick body close below this zone. So if we get a body close below this zone here, then we continue to sell until this liquidity zone is what gets taken out. So that's that on good. Good is not giving us what, so much information. Now let's check BTC. I like the structure on BTC because BTC, like the structure is so clean. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. Now looking at BTC structure, we already know that BTC is what overall bullish, right? But then there are temporary like sales weekly. So but still we can what buy like overall. We had what this last we have bigger structure. Okay? We have Arab bigger structure here. And then market is currently reacting to what? This weekly what? Structure here. This weekly other block here. Do you get it? Market is currently reacting to this weekly other block. Bigger structure, liquidity, then what? Points of interest. And if you go to like lower time frame now, you realize that market gave a structure shift actually. Market actually gave a structure shift. But now let's say we are analyzing from this side. From here. So if you already know that okay, we are buying, right? Let's say we're analyzing from here now. Let's go to the daily time frame. If you can get structure. Okay, that's good. Alright, so from the daily time frame, we're analyzing from this side. We have one. So we're getting break of structures. These structure shifts. Right? This is structure shift on the daily. Then what? Break of structure. After this break of structure, market reacted to another block here. Then another break of structure on the daily. Right? But then currently, markets have not reacted to any other block here. We have one here. Markets may eventually dump all the way to that zone before bouncing back, or it will continue bouncing back until it gets to what? To a higher time frame supply zone. That's this weekly supply zone here. So you have to be cautious of buying for a very long time. Take note of what? Take note of this supply zone here. You get. So any buy you want to buy, be careful towards, because market might get here and then jump reverse back to this what, to this weekly order block before anything else. So you have to be cautious of any buys you're taking. But currently now, more like market is giving us a liquidity close to that weekly order block. You get. So I have a bit of structure, another bit of structure here. Then in the recent or the last paper structure, this paper structure here, the market coming to react from this daily order block. So let's go to 4 hour to see if we can refine that zone. Right. So we wait for market to come back to this other block here. This is a daily order block, right? Then we can refine it to 4 hours. This is 4 hours here. But we're not buying immediately. We don't buy immediately. We don't buy. We wait for market to get there. Look for a confirmation for a reversal. Because markets can be funny and do something funny and break below the zone. In fact, close below it and then reverse before the actual moves happen. Market is doing that to get the liquidity it's needed to take money from impatient traders and give to impatient ones, those who are patient to wait for their confirmations. You get. So this is the last paper structure here. It's the last paper structure. So we are what are we waiting for now? Wait for market to come all the way to this zone here. Because the structure shifts, then liquidity points of interest. Structure share liquidity points of interest. So this is what we are looking for on BTC. So BTC, I'm bullish on BTC. You can see if you have to get a clean reversal and target the recent liquidity or more, you'll be sitting so much, you'll be making a lot of money. You get. So this is what we are looking for on BTC. Let's go to 2 hours and see if we can find this soon. Yeah, 2 hours. So yeah, so 2 hours. So this is 2 hour order block now. Then 1 hour. Alright, let's just leave it at 2 hours and 4 hours. So on BTC, we wait for market to come from this point right here. Give us a structure, right? Structure sheet, and then liquidity, of interest. So alright, so we'll look for structure sheet, liquidity points of interest. And then let's check GJ. GJ is actually giving us, GJ is just ranging. It's moving between these 2 points here. GJ is moving between this point. You have a question? What do you say?
Yes, I have a question on BTC.
Alright. What's the question?
The question is, when price gets to that 2 hours block, are we going to lower time frame to look for market structure shifts before going as our confirmation?
Yes, we go to lower time frame. Look for a structure shift. What are we looking for? We're looking for a visible, currently like this thing you're seeing, but this down movement you're seeing is what? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You get lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. And then when market bounce or market acts on this other block here, you get. We're supposed to have a lower high and then lower low. But if market is able to close above this recent lower high, you can see there's a shift in direction, meaning markets have violated this is supposed to be a protected zone, right? And give us instead of giving us a lower low, give us what? A higher high, higher low, and then what? Higher high again. This zone was supposed to be what? A protected zone. Supposed to be a protected zone, right? All these lows you are seeing, they are what? They are protected. This zone is protected. This zone is protected. This zone is protected. This zone is what? Protected. But the moment market breaks above it, right? The moment market breaks above it, we have what? The market structure shifts. It's no longer what? Protected. Now this zone here now becomes what? The new zone that is being protected. Then that's how we continue to have what? Protected highs. Do you get? Do you get? So this zone now will be what? Protected. So then that's when we know, okay, markets have passed from this down movement to a bullish what? To a bullish movement. So that's it. I don't know if I'm making sense. You get it? So
Yes, boss. Thanks for everything.
alright, so GJ is not giving us what? It's not giving us much information. Let me clear this. GJ is just moving like for like 3 weeks now. It's just moving between these zones. Like doesn't make any sense. Like for 3 weeks now. 1, 2, 3. Next week now I'll make it what? For the 4th week. That'll be 1 month, right? Just ranging. But from the higher time frame structure, you know that what? Market is what? Actually bullish. Yet market is actually bullish. So let's go to daily if you can have like more clearer structure. So on the daily, we have what? Yeah, this is the last breakout structure here. This is the last breakout structure here. And after this last breakout structure, this was minus reacted from this daily order block here. And after reacting from this daily order block, what are we anticipating? We're anticipating market to take out what? This high. You get structure and then take out this high. But what you see happening, market is just like ranging between these two levels. So there's not much information on this chart yet. So let's go to 4 hours and see what's happening. Let's clear this one. Right? So you can see even 4 hours we don't have much information. So GJ is just not giving any structure, just moving between two highs and lows. But if eventually it's able to close below this zone, you get it's able to close below this zone with a body, then start looking for sales. But right now, it is not giving us what? It's not giving us any valuable what? Any valuable information. So I think that's that. But analyze, let's say you analyze GJ, analyze what's it called? So let's check which other pair should we check here? Let's check your starting. Like your starting. Very soon, like as a newbie. And let's check your stats here. The stats isn't giving us much. It's actually bullish, but it's unable to close above this level here. But let's go to daily. There's not much information on the stats. We had a group of structure here. We have a structure here. When market reacted to this other block, I'm supposed to like take what? Supposed to take out this high. It's actually swept liquidity instead of taking out the high. It's only swept liquidity. Let's go to far, see what's happening. Okay, on power we had a bit of structure. And then we don't have any other block here. All these other blocks are what? They are mitigated. Markets are very tested there. So no other block here. Is there a market to come to this level here? Alright. Even if you want to buy, wait for market to come all the way from here. This is so valuable structure. Even with that, we wait for it, the reversal. That's the reaction. Wait for a reaction for it, reaction for a buy. But if market is able to close below this zone, that will be a structure shift, below structure, because structure. So this zone will be what? This zone will be a structure shift. You Russia is more of like the zone will act like a liquidity to this other block. So it might not actually be what? Be a structure shift. So market might come all the way from there, then it give us a structure shift. Then what buy. So that's the starting. The market has just the price action has just been messy all around. Nothing like no good structure on any pair, only BTC. And even BTC like is unpredictable, very volatile at times like this. It might give you a buy structure, then eventually selling. Might give you a sell structure, then eventually buying. Just you know, not actually stable. Am I looking for? What should I check again? GJ, we check GJ, we check US30, we check BTC, no credible structure on any of them. We check XAUSD. Let's check silver. It's still the same thing with good. Okay. At least this one has good structure.
US oil.
You said US oil. Oil is just basically moved by fundamentals. I'm telling you, check it now. So XA, that's XA GUSD, right? We had a bit of structure. After this bit of structure, we have another block here. We have another block here, right? So market is coming towards this other block here. That's perfect. If gold is not giving us a good structure, but uh, gold is actually more volatile and it moves silver. So if silver is more stable, gold might actually like bounce from that other block. You can see this other block is daily on silver now. And good is actually reacting from another block, like it's actually at another block already. So if market is able to close below that other block on good, I'll shift my bias forward from buying to selling. But if it doesn't close below it and just give like a sweep of liquidity, like sweep below it and then bounce back, and silver is actually coming to this silver and to this other block, and we're able to like get a confirmation for what for a buy, and then I'll look for what buys on silver. So we have another block after this break of structure, other block here. Let's go to 4 hours. So on the 4 hour, we can refine this to this other block here. And this is the last break of structure. But inside this, we have internal break of structure. So then another break of structure, uh, which acts as what liquidity, break of structure, liquidity, and then what point of interest. So the wait for it, we wait for silver to get to this 4 hour time frame, look for what reversal, then buy till what this recent liquidity gets taken on. So that's that on silver, right? At least silver is giving us a credible structure, not compared to other pairs, right? So silver is giving us a credible structure. So let's check this for about US oil results messy. See here. Actually, it's we have like a bearish structure. You get this recent breakup structure here, right? The market reacting to this other block here. You get market reacted to this other block after that breakup structure, and then it didn't close above it. If it was able to close above, you can say, okay, that sell is not what it's not valid. But market is reacting to this bearish other block here. This is a bearish other block. Bearish other block. So let's go to for see. Okay, after market reacted to that bearish other block, we had a structure shift, right? Structure shifts. Right? Then liquidity, and then points of interest here. This for other block here. Right? So after reacting to that, we still have what? We still have a structure shift again, right? This is a structure shift here. This is a structure shift. And the market coming back to this other block here. So this only setup now I can say okay, is actually valid yet. So we had a structure shift, and then what? Market reacting to a four other block. For that block. So that's another block. So what do we do now? We look for a reversal confirmation and then sell till this liquidity zone gets taken out. So US oil is what is bearish. Do you get? Or what we sell on confirmation. Do you get? US oil is what is bearish. So US oil is what is sell. Or we sell on confirmation. Yeah, I think that's that for me. So unless you have any questions, Solomon. Do you have any question?
No
Are you
questions,
still
sir.
with
It's
me?
clear.
Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Have a lovely weekend. We might next week, right? All right. Have a lovely day. Steve.
I really appreciate
Steve, you can unmute yourself.